Welcome back, and good evening to you, Mr. Onibushu. You are just in time for Graveyard Keeper. I will be keeping the graveyard, tending to its needs at all the time. Time for the graveyard. Bam. How are you, Mr. Onibushu? How are you this fine evening? Have you managed to do any further achievements for your quest of Isaacing? Have you finished that off, or are you still plodding away at trying to beat some of the more difficult and troublesome little characters? For they do enjoy putting forth a troublesome little character. The Graveyard. 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 Give me a little thumbs up there. Hello, I'm dead. I don't mind though. In fact, I'm having the times of my life. Little dead man joke there. I likes it. Do you like my dead man joke? I mean, I wish I hadn't pierced my thumb through these gloves. I gotta say, I liked these gloves when I was alive. They was a bloody good pair of gloves, these were. Lasted a long old time. Okay. It begins. Yes, it does. Right, we're going to do a new game. Because we might as well not just carry on at a game that's pretty much at the end. It is an ordinary day, and our hero is hurrying home, where someone very important is waiting for him. Even in everyday routine, there's a place for loving and feeling loved. Especially when you know that someone misses you. I was hit by a car, and now I find myself back in 1985, or 1979, or whatever, wherever he ended up. Calm down. You've merely turned a page in your life. A whole new chapter awaits you ahead. But I need to go home. Can I go home? There is always a way to get home. Let me see. Your new home is a graveyard. Does that mean I'm dead? It means you're a graveyard keeper now. But I need to go home to my love. Then you need to be a good graveyard keeper. You should dig up Jerry. He'll help you sort everything out. Ooh? What the fuck is this Jerry bloke? What a strange vision. What is this nightmare? Okay, let's find Jerry. I gotta go find Jerry. I don't know if he's in a can, but I think I need to go get Jerry. We got some empty chests and we got a house. I see it's a lovely looking house. Look at that. Well, I could sleep if I wanted to, but I don't want to at the moment. And Isekai. I'm assuming Isekai, did he get run over by a truck? Because I think we got run over by something. He got what now? He got Isekai, apparently. Right, here we go. Place for wood logs. And a place for stones. Isn't it lovely? And look at this. Hello. I will dig up the corpse of Jerry. Hello. Murray. Holy sword, I'm a skull. Are you Jerry? Why would you think I'm Jerry? Man with a red eye told me that I need to dig up Jerry. A red eye, I remember. Oh, sword. That's right, I'm Jerry. How did you find me? Man told me that you'd answer all my questions. He never said anything about me answering your questions, because you did ask quite a clear one there. Good, good, but first let me ask you, who are you and where the sod are we? Well, you must be dreaming, none of this can be real. I was just wandering down, I was looking at my phone. There's a life lesson in there somewhere, or a death lesson, mother do. You're a new graveyard keeper. What else do I remember? Let me think. I remember that sound. Let's go check it out. The animation for Jerry is very good. Everything is so strange. No, this makes no sense. You know, I think it'll be better if I wait for you here. I might scare the poor thing. I definitely remember that bell and a donkey. Okay, here we go. I can... Oh, something is very wrong with that animal. He could be dangerous. Isekai is a type of Japanese story that revolves around a person who is transported to and has to survive in another world, such as a fantasy world, virtual world, or parallel universe. Oh, so basically every Japanese RPG in existence. Well, not quite. Most of the Shin Megami Tensei series, though, certainly, is undoubtedly the way it does that. The most common way is for someone to step out in front of a truck and get hit. I see. Right, here we go. Eeyore! Eeyore! Got a fresh corpse from the town. Wow, talking donkey. Hee-haw. You can understand me. Hee-haw. Let's talk. Hee-haw. Who are you? I'm cheap labour. Oh, actually, I suppose this should be more cheap labour. This cart isn't mine, so I have to work for a couple of bastards who owns it. And I only earn 5 carats a day. The situation is deeply humiliating. You know where I'm coming from, right, comrade? The bastard pretends he doesn't understand anything I'm saying. Anyway, I need to go back to the town. You get rid of this one, and I'll bring you a new one. What a strange land this is. I could probably get away with, in fairness, every single character in this being Russian, because I'm fairly confident the production team behind it are Russian. Hey, what are you staring at? Grab that juicy corpse while it's still fresh. What for? I feel like we should take it to the morgue. I don't exactly remember why. But I'm pretty sure it'll be fun and might be profitable. Oh, I'm gonna puke. I'm gonna bloody well puke now. Let's do it! Pick up and drop large items. I will do so. I will pick up this body and I will take it to the morgue. I will drop it in front of the morgue. I'm gonna do that a lot. I warn you now. Sometimes this game is a little finicky, and you tend to start leaving things behind. Put the body on the autopsy table, then, what's next? Oh, yes! So some flesh from the corpse, that should be good for starters. What? No way. This isn't right. Sure, it's not right. How could I forget? Maybe because I'm a talking skull with amnesia. Is it right that you don't know where you are? Is it right that I'm a skull? Nothing is right here. So shut the sword up and do what I tell you. You promise you'll tell me how to get home? You just need to trade the meat in the village tavern for a beer. Talking skulls never lie. And then bring the beer to me. Ooh, I've got preparation place, a pallet, and extract flesh. I shall extract the flesh. Oh, and that's all I've got. That's fair enough. I shall extract the flesh. I will do the work. At the moment, I don't have any meters. That comes later. So I can create burgers, sandwiches, and baked meat. And of course, that's disgusting. I don't know if I want to make burgers out of this meat. You'll get used to it. So what should I do with the corpse? I don't know. Let's bury it. Take the corpse. I'll wait for you in the graveyard. Let's take the body and run to the graveyard. Yes. Luckily, there's an arrow. And it's also right there. I thought for some reason, I thought the graveyard was slightly further away. But apparently, not so much. Hello, Jerry. Let's bury it. Use the blueprint desk at the graveyard, mark a site for the grave, then dig it with your shovel. Can you dig it? Yes, I can. Can you dig it? Sure, I can. Carefully put the body, or what remains of it, in the grave. Bury, decorate. Warning! Do not use goat skulls and upside-down stars for decoration. Which I'm afraid means, Mr. Caliber, you're not really welcome in the graveyard, I'm afraid. I don't know. It's unfair. It's unfounded. But you're going to have to stay out of the graveyard at the moment, I'm afraid. It's just one of those things. Although having said that, technically your star is the correct way up. Well, that depends on your interpretation of what is the correct and incorrect way of doing that. Anyway, it's alright. Grave site. Where shall we pop a little grave site? I'm not sure, but we can find a place. It's a heptagram, so yeah, I think it's the right side up. Okay, so you are allowed. We'll pop him in. We'll pop him in that solo slot over there. Come on, here you go, buddy. That's it. There you go. In you go. Oh, I got to dig it first. Can't just pop him in without digging it. Inter the corpse, and now diggy. A little bit more digging. Nicely done. This burial certificate. I remember. Money. Alcohol. I sure used to like it a lot. Oh, sod, here comes the bishop. He's your boss. But I don't want a boss. Oh, I know. Ask him about this burial certificate. He should know something. I'd better leave now. I'll be in the morgue waiting for my beer. Diggy to the break of dawn. Is that the Diggy Dwarf song? Or is that a different thing? Oh dear me, I'm so tired. Why did I have to come here? I do not know. Oh dear, the new keeper. We've been expecting him for 30 years, but he pretends there's nothing wrong. Oh, bother. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but your graveyard is a mess. There is no way I'm promoting you to cleric until you fix it. Current location name? Important location information? The SOAD song with slightly altered lyrics. You might have to help me out with SOAD. I'm sure it's going to be very obvious when it's revealed, but unfortunately, my brain just has a blind spot for acronyms, and it never quite manages it. Skips on a dance floor, which basically means there's a lot of crunching when people are dancing and they're going, can you smell prawn cocktail? I don't know why I've got skips in my brain, but that's the third time skips have come up today. But there you go. You'll probably need special resources to do that by repairing graves. Yes, I'll need more stuff. A wooden marker. Lovely. Skips go in your mouth, not your brain. Skips can go everywhere they like to go. Why would you waste perfectly good skips like that? Maybe it was just a skip accident. Maybe someone had a booster family pack of skips and they tripped over. You look like a spiritual leader, and I'm a good judge of character. I'm good at everything. That's why I was chosen to represent his will. Your predecessor used to keep his stuff in a trunk somewhere here. You should check it. I'll come by again next week. In fact, I come here every religious system. System of a Down. Maybe I'm not dreaming. Did I eat something? Oh, he's waiting. What should I say? Why is it you come here? It's part of my duty. The unpleasant part. It's kind of an old tradition. I don't know much about all the traditions and rituals. I'm just here to represent his might and glory. Ah. I have one quite tiny question. Why is this burial certificate? As soon as a body has been laid to rest, you can trade its burial certificate for money at the village tavern. I'm not a keeper. I was going home from work. I need to go home. There's a talking skull. He forced me to butcher a corpse. Oh, fine joke. I'm a humorist myself. Here's one. Who is BB? Who? I am. Ha 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 ha. Blessed and beautiful. straight ignored. Fuck him. Can't believe it. How can I fix a graveyard? Just repair all the graves. It wouldn't take me even an hour, but it's your job. Okay, that's fine. About the certificate. Can you tell me more about the burial certificate? It is your payment for laying our brethren to rest. It's all part of an ancient contract, the town and the village. As soon as a body has been laid to rest, you can trade its burial certificate for money at the village tavern. Oh god, this seems too complicated for a dream. About the town. Oh, the town is the heart of our glorious land. The palace, the cathedral, everything is there. You should see it for yourself. But in those clothes, that would be rather funny. Ah. How can I get to town? It's not far from the village. Just head south from the tavern. Just go east from Graveyard Gate along the old stone road. No more questions for you, sir. I'm leaving. If you run out of repair kits while fixing the graveyard, you can always craft new ones. To craft new items, you'll need to unlock the relevant technology. This costs tech points. Now the tavern is paying for burying people. The tavern pays you for everything. They are supremely good folk. Red points represent your handcrafting skills and your ability to work with materials. Green points represent your knowledge about the nature of things and nature itself. Blue points represent your spiritual knowledge of the immaterial world. You'll get your first blues at the study table in the church basement. You earn points simply by doing anything. Also, you can get points by studying new items at a special table. Ooh, the special table. I was put on the special table for the wedding, and I tell you, it wasn't fun. Stone stockpile, gathering stone rocks. You can collect a small piece of stone from a small rock, or get a huge piece from a big one. Timber stockpile, small tree felling. Chop down a small tree to get one log. You can collect sticks from dry bushes. Lovely. Well, I don't think we've got any pips that are viable. Here we go. Oh, we've literally only got one green pip. We definitely don't have them. Candy shopkeeper. Hello there. Candy shopkeeper. Is that not working? Interesting. Very interesting. Now, why hasn't that worked? Shit. That might be something we need to work out. Whether that's something we need to work out now or later, I don't know, but why in the world does that one work? No, they appear to have all died. Well, that's inconvenient. That one. Try refreshing the cache. I'll refresh the cache on that one as well. Now let's just test. I'll test that one because it's one of the easier ones.
Nah, I see ya!
There we go. Just to make sure you get what you want. There is the candy shopkeeper. Inbound with a hello.
Hello there.
Hello there. General candy shopkeeper. Right. We need to develop our doings. So we take our repair kits, we take our stone repair kits, we take our equipments. Now, I think somewhere on the line, yes, character tab. Ah, you've already automatically equipped everything. Marvellous, well done, sir. You are a genius, aren't you? Right. You would like me to fix the graveyard up to level 5. So let's repair. Oh, he's got 3. Well, I suppose actually that's not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad either. Let's repair that. Fix it. Work it. Fix it. Work it. Fix it. Work it. Work it real good. Nice. That's what we like to see. That one's not necessarily going to do much for me, but getting rid of all of this will work quite nicely as well. Because I can get me some twigs. I like some twigs for my twig collection. Everybody needs a little Twiggy in their life. I think if memory serves, she was a model from times gone by. I mean, theoretically, that could be any time. That could be 5 minutes ago, couldn't it? Because that is officially time gone by. But yeah, I'm fairly certain Twiggy was a sort of glamour model from years and years ago. Right, okay, we've dealt with those. I don't think this side's making any difference at the moment because that side doesn't count for anything. But we are still currently at minus. This grave site, yeah, okay, let's fix that up. I don't know if I'm going to actually be able to get to the correct... Whoops, yes, that, please, that's it. Don't know whether I'll be able to get to the 5 right this very second, but we'll do as much work as I can. Oh, I haven't got the equipment. That's a shame. So which equipment do I have? And which equipment don't I have? Okay, I don't think I've got any equipment anymore. Oh no, I've got 2 stone repair kits, so let's repair this one after all. I think I dismissed it earlier, but now is the time. Now is the winter of our discontent. Made glorious. Whoops, do it. I keep pushing the wrong button. I'm skipping ahead of what the game wants me to be doing. Right, did we get given a... No, we got the recipe for a stone cross, but we didn't get an actual... cross. This I think is, yeah, the Royal Service box, that's no problem. I don't think there's a sprint in this game, which I think was always something that slightly bugged me, but it's not a huge problem. We'll try chopping this tree down, maybe. I don't know if this is going to give me a proper log. Yeah, it does. Good. Right, what we'll do, I'll show you a slightly awkward but secret technique. Oh, I need a technology for that one, that's fine. I might not have the energy for this. Come on, just... Ah, come on, buddy. Come on, a couple more swings. You could push that out. Anyway, ideally what you want to do is carry a log, but I'll show it now slightly. You can, if you're careful, push a log. It's easier pushing it from that side because it's wider. But, nonetheless, it does allow you to carry 2 logs instead of 1. And if you want to get real fancy, you can actually start trying to push like multiple logs at the same time. And at that point, you're like, whoa, bro. I'm pushing multiple logs at the same time, dude. This is wild. I'm not going to have to shit for days. Oh, he went there. Just when you thought he might not. He sunk. He sunk down to that level. Because that's all he's got. That's all he's got in the tank. He's only got shit in the tank. But I'm so refreshed. This is not good. Not good at all. Who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler? I'm the new graveyard keeper, not Mr. Hitler. I don't know who Mr. Hitler is, but I'm definitely not him. Hooray, Kipper! Oh, I've been here for how long? I'm yachting. This game's slightly annoying, because sometimes you have to push the button to get it and move on, and sometimes it moves on by itself really quickly. I'm so lonely, poor me. See what I mean? Didn't get a chance to read it that time. Wait, no, on the contrary, I'm very glad to see you, but we do have a rather unpleasant fellow buried here. Would really like to have a new neighbour instead. That sounds like something you can help us with. I'm not exactly sure why I'm here, actually. Jerry only told me about burying bodies. You're Yorick, and he's Jerry. Funny. Oh, the half-dead skull, that jealous bastard. You can only dream of what a peaceful rest we're having. Oh, am I kidding? It's terrible here. Especially that guy in the lower right corner grave. He's so mean. Could you just get rid of him? Just dig him up and throw him in the river. I can even give you this license that I stole back when I was alive. Ah, the exhumation license. You're such a dummy. To dig up a corpse, you need a license. The old keeper used to buy them through the mailbox near the church. Goodbye, Yorick. Alas, poor Yorick, I barely knew him. Right, back to the graveyard, and we'll deal with that job now. We might as well. I always thought it was a bit of a shame there's not like a back entrance in some of these places, because you do end up having to go all the way around to the front. and then all the way round to the back. But anyway, I'm fairly confident he said this grave. If he didn't, shit. Which is a bit of a shame, because if you look, the skull rating of this one, we'll go into the skull rating more later on, I think, but nonetheless, the skull rating of this one is actually surprisingly good. So, it's a shame. Removing him from the graveyard is a bit of a pity, but there you go. I need to do it. Oh shit, I need to repair that. Can I still toss him off the edge? Oh no, I don't think I can. Oh no, maybe he's going. Is he going? I don't know. That's what I argued actually. I don't necessarily. Yeah, I don't need to toss him off the bridge. For some reason, I was absolutely convinced you needed to toss him off the bridge, but you just need to toss him over there and then watch his corpse. Oh, what do you think you're doing here? Ghost asked me to get rid of this body. So what? Now you're just doing everything everyone asks of you. It's not like he can do anything to you. He's disembodied. Whereas I can bite you to death while you're sleeping. Of course, I'd never do anything like that because we're friends. But you get my point, right? Anyway, if you ask me, the best way to get rid of a body is to burn it. You know where the river leads? The river? Somewhere down to the town, I think. Too many tossing jokes. I mean, how many of these streams have you been in? If you're unaware of the sheer volume of tossing jokes that crop up here, I fear you've had your fingers in your ears too much. You know what? You're one of those guys who looks a lot smarter than he is. That's what I'm talking about. You need fire and some wood. Ha ha. It's a bit tricky to make the whole thing burn to ash. Where can I burn it? You'd need a nice quiet place, like the place I use for my meditation. Across the road from the mortuary entrance, near the cliff. Each important character who the graveyard keeper meets will appear on the character's screen. The character's relation from 0 to 100 is shown below the character. The tasks related to a character are listed to the right of the character. Some services require a certain level of happiness. His motto, pray, preach, and look like you won the lottery. Here we go, known NPCs. Jerry! A talking skull, he suffers from amnesia. Get a beer from the tavern. Graveyard keeper, that's you! You need to get back home to your love. Sell the burial certificate at the tavern. Bishop. His motto, pray, preach, and look how you won the lottery. Reach 5 in the graveyard. Donkey! Fucking donkey! A talking donkey. He delivers bodies from a left-wing stable. Yorick. A spirit with a complicated perspective on life. Royal services. But is he light or dark squared? You're gonna have to help me. You might have to help me out on what you mean, because I fear I've forgotten what I said. Alas, poor Yorick. There you go. That's the Shakespearean reference. Here we go. This is where we burn bodies. So, oh, wait. Oh, no. What? No? Oh. Wait, that's interesting. Oh, I don't actually have... Yeah, I have a crematorium here, but I don't have the tech to build the pyres, which I suppose is fair. It's fair. Absolutely reasonable. It's just slightly annoying. Right, what we'll do... I think we'll pootle on into town, because I believe I've got my burial certificate on me. Yes, I do. I also have 18 twigs, because that's the way I do my life. Twigs. Twigs. I live my life one twig at a time. Hell yeah. Kick the bishop up the arse. That is a reference. Is it Blackadder? I want to say Blackadder. Not precisely sure which bladder. Which bladder? Which bladder it is, but it's one of the bladders. One of the many bladders I possess. Yes. I hold so many bladders. Ridiculous amount of bladders. Waterloo, a boo da ba ba doo boo bop. You wanna be loved by me? Shalooba dooba wah wah. I mean, I might. Oh, is it Father Ted? Oh, it is! Of course it is. Of course it's Father Ted. I absolutely remember that episode. Yes. Absolutely remember that episode. Right, well, we'll talk to the woman first. Why not? Wait. What do you want? I'm Graveyard Keeper, and I want to ask you some questions. I see. You know how many times a day I hear that same mumbling. I have no time for you, little man. Come back when you have more faith in yourself. I got to understand how to get faith first. Ciao, Bella. Hey, old friend. Can I have a moment of your time, sir? What did Miss Charm tell you? Literally to go away. And so I did. Ah, always so classy. She would never talk to just anyone. I'm not just anyone, I'm a local graveyard keeper. Soon to be prior of local church. How primitive, I'm a well-known poet. In certain small circles, my name is Wagner. One day I'll read my poem to her, and then we'll... But first I need to write it, and I'm catastrophically out of paper and ink. Maybe you can get me some. Maybe I can, sir. You've unlocked a new technology and got Perk Journalist. You notice the little things about people. Put these things together, and what have you got? Bits of pieces and bits of bobs. That was an old TV program for anybody unaware. It was called, I believe it was literally called Bitsa. B-I-T-S-A. And the song was Bits of Pieces, Bits and Bobs. Put them all together and what have you got? Bits of Pieces, bubbity bubs. Something like that anyway. It's not a perfect rendition, I'd like to point out. But it was one of those sort of little arty programs, I think, if memory serves. If you have pawns clogging up the light squares, then you have a light squared bit. Oh, this is the squared thing, right? I've got you. Oh, I missed that. I do apologise. The bishops, all the bishops start on a light or dark square. I got you. Okay. I understand. The problem I had was when you said, is he light or dark squared? I immediately thought of multiplication. So I thought of, like 2 squared is 2 times 2. So it's like I just went mathematics rather than chess. And by nature of their movement are confined to those squares and never switch over. It's important concept from mid-level chess, yes. If you have pawns clogging up the light squares, then having a light squared bishop is usually not that helpful, but keeping the dark one can be a valuable defender. I understand now. Thank you for clarifying, and I apologise for missing the messages to a certain extent. You may have some of it in your church, or you can make it. I'm not just used to manual labour. I'm just not used to manual labour, but a skillful man such as you can surely do it easily. Also, you could get some from the old astrologer. He used to go to the lighthouse every moon. He was my supplier before we had this ridiculous fight. The old astrologer. He's old and mad, whereas I've been studying for free, almost 3 years at the town university. Can you believe he turned out to be an idiot? He told me that the earth is round. What bloody nonsense. Shall we indulge the idiot? Tap him on the head and go, yeah, it's flat. No, we'll correct him. Oh God, you should definitely meet him. Mad astrologer and the graveyard keeper, 2 wise men. That would make for a pretty funny poem. This astrologer must be the smartest man around. Maybe he'll be able to help me get back home. It's on the cliff to the east of the village. It hasn't seen active use for a while. Bless the dead horse for staying open. One day I'll write a poem about this place. Maybe even a couple of lines about you. I will leave you to it. My mission with you, sir, is to get pen and paper. Bad luck. Not today. Okay. I think basically if they've got anything pertinent to say, they'll have the speech bubble. If they have nothing of pertinence, nothing will happen. You must be new graveyard keeper. So I've been told, but how did you know? Oh, you live as long as I have, you'll probably learn how to read people too, love. Where's my manners? I'm Mrs. Chain, Heradric's wife. Nice to meet you. I have a few questions about... Oh, you better talk with my husband. He's in charge round here. He's not only the tavern keeper, but also the elected head of the village. Besides, he really does like to talk. All I can do is sell you some recipes, love. All I do is stand in the kitchen. Bloody arsehole Heradric forces me to sit in the kitchen all day long. I hate him. I hate him, really. One day I'm going to murder him. I didn't say that out loud. Welcome to the Dead Horse Tavern. I'm Heradric. How can I help you? I came from the graveyard. I woke up here today and things have been crazy since then. Oh, sorry. How could he not have recognised you? Good. This is good. Things are looking bright for our small village. When are you planning on opening the church? I need to fix the graveyard first. Sure. It's been a while since anybody took care of it. So let's get down to business, shall we? How can I help you? The bishop told me that you would buy my burial certificates. Yes, he's right. As the head of the village, according to ancient contract, I have to trade it for money. Of course, only if I have any money. What do you mean? The village is going through hard times. We're short on money. But as soon as you open the church, pilgrims will bring lots of shiny coins to the village. Do you know how I can get home? Can you tell me where I am? Because I really need to get home. My darling will be so worried. You're at the Dead Horse. Ooh, looks medieval. Maybe I travelled through time. And what year is it now? Year? What do you mean, year? Time it takes for the Earth to make one revolution round the sun. Oh, you've been listening at that astrologer's nonsense. I think he's changed voice every time, and I am aware of this. I assure you I am aware. Everybody know that flat. But I get you. It's 200 after the ancient contract, and 210 after... never mind. What is his name? What is his name? Aye, bastard. I don't know how... His voice has completely gone from my memory. Already. I know. Ridiculous. Kingdom. And it's definitely not beloved here in the village. Do you have any other questions? How does a town pass? That's rather complicated. The Inquisitor can grant a town pass, or you can just purchase citizenship. Let me think. You know, there is one villager who could help you. Miss Charm. Maybe she can help you. I'd like to trade you some fresh meat. Meat is a delicacy in our village. I'd be glad to buy it. I just need to see the royal meat stamp on it. Okay, I've got to get a stamp. Many years ago, there was an accident with an inappropriate meat. Ever since, all meat must be approved by royal authority. And I don't need any more trouble with the town. Does your meat have a stamp? Actually, no. I don't know. I don't even want to know where you can get unauthorized meat. But wow, it really looks good. But without a stamp, my hands are tied. I don't have a royal meat stamp. I know, I've only just arrived, so it's surprising that I don't just happen to have one on my person. Or you can send a form to the royal court through the mailbox near your church, but it'll cost you a bundle. But there's another way. I'll tell you, just because we're neighbours. Come closer. There's this guy called Snake. I think he has a fake royal stamp, but to be honest, I haven't seen him for a while. You can ask Miss Charm. She comes here every Woman's Day. Because basically that is the symbol for women. I bet she can help you to find Snake. I bet she can definitely have her hands on my snake. Oh, Keeper, could you kindly take this letter to our local blacksmith, Cresfold? Sure, where can I find him? Southeastern corner of the village. Superb. Right, I don't think I can talk to her at all. Yeah, I have to have 5 faith to be confident. So I can't discuss Snake at the moment with Miss Charm. All I can do is pop out here, and I believe he's... Did he say south? I don't know. But I would think... There we go. I was going to say a blacksmith should be relatively easy to spot, for he will have blacksmithing tools at his disposal. What are you staring at? That's basically my blacksmith voice, because it's the same one as my grog. Nothing, just looking around. I think I'm keeper of the local graveyard. May I ask who you are?
Unfortunately, I'm the local blacksmith. My name is Griswold.
I can give him the letter, of course. I have a letter from you from Horadric.
A letter? Of course. 1 minute away and he can't be bothered to come himself. Ha, guess old habits never die. Thank you. Sorry for my nagging. Seems it's my new habit. Slimes again. Horadric has asked me to get rid of them. I don't have the time for those pesky little green bastards. But maybe you can help. Take this rusty sword and an energy potion. The sword is broken, but you can repair it with a whetstone on the grinder behind me. You can keep the whetstone. Maybe you'll need that to repair your shovels sometime. If you manage to kill them, bring me their remains and I'll spare you some materials. They should be right up at the other side of my house, near the puddles.
Energy! We're finally being taught. We have already used a full bar of energy, in fairness. But I've played the game before, so I know what I'm doing, roughly. Vaguely remember most of the things, I think. Different actions in the game spend your energy. Crafting, gathering, and fighting take energy. Fighting has been known to take health as well. Press X to attack. You can always refill your health and energy with food and potions. Potions. I've just let you in on one of the weirder things I do. And that is say potions in a stupidly Italian voice. Pozione. I do that with the PlayStation as well. I tend to refer to the PlayStation as a PlayStation for literally no reason. Sleeping will restore your health and energy. I need 10 I do have 10 happiness. You know what? I like to work with metal myself. Where can I find some ore?
You can find metal ore in swamp soil. There's a huge swamp to the west across the river. I used to collect ore there before the bridge collapsed.
Furnace, iron ingots, and swamp iron. Ore can be collected from small deposits on boggy soil. Right, I have not defeated the slimes. What I need to do is craft my sword. A broken sword, I'm falling, and I can't seem to do this. Right, I now have a rusty sword. Is my rusty sword immediately equipped? My rusty sword is very much equipped. Right, now what we need to do is find the slimes. I think I've gone the wrong way. Yeah, I've gone the wrong way. That's fine. Find the slimes. Every day I need to just find the slimes and then I'll murder them. I've found the slimes. Slime time. Time to murder them with my sword. And I've murdered them real good. And I've murdered them sufficiently.
I've defeated the slimes. Good job. Take this whetstone. Just sharpen your broken tools and they'll be as good as new.
Create green and red jellies. What do you have as a tradables? A little bit of simple iron parts. Nails. Rusty pickaxe. Oh, I've got the old rusty pickaxe. Yeah, I've basically got a full complement of tools, so we're not got much problem there. Let us just check known NPCs. So get a beer from the tavern. Okay, we might be able to do that. We'll have to wait and see. Demonstrate you're worthy. That's going to take a while. Find a stamp. That's going to take a while. Find paper and ink. That's going to take a while. So, yeah, I think beer is the most likely option, but I think we're out of time. We are shit out of luck, because I think they might close the pub. Although, having said that, it is a pub, and it might be open 24/7. I can't remember. I think it might be open 24/7. Magnificent. That's good. You know how to use a sword. Cresford told me about how you helped him. Here, have a beer. It's on the house. So it is, son. It's on the fucking house, son. Trade, I'd like to purchase a beer, my friend. Oh, I've got a beer. I've got a mug of beer. Fuck that, then. Fuck that. Shit out of luck. Nah, you're fucked. That's a lovely little rhyme, sir. Delicious little rhyming, sir. Have you thought about becoming a little poet? I reckon I might get slightly peeved if I chop down too many trees, but it's fine. Alright. Come out. There you go. Right, now we're going to just poodle on down here and we're not, because that's not a thing. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. I'm going to chop down this tree instead. Or I'm going to shovel something. I don't know. Sounded like I started shoveling something. And I don't mean I was shoveling shit. Although, yeah, it's a distinct possibility. Anyway, here you go. It is awkward. I'm not going to lie. This method is awkward. But, whoops. It is far better than the alternative, which is not doing this. It's far better than the alternative, which is basically carry one log at a time, because that is tiresome. It would be vastly superior if you could carry multiple logs. But I suppose, realistically speaking... Oh, hello. Come here. Where you been? I was at village. This place is so weird, but it feels so real. And everybody's okay with me. You're just appearing out of nowhere. Sword, you're stealing my thoughts. Stealing. I remember there's a cellar in your cottage. Some provisions must be stored there. Oh, now I can gather bits and bobs. Bushes. I've read the wrong word. I was supposed to say the word berry, but instead I just saw bushes. I was slightly concerned that the word bushes doesn't appear on this screen for a moment. Thought I'd gone completely insane, but no, it does. Berries can be collected from bushes. Mushrooms can be gathered at groves and forests. And apples from wild apple trees. So we can now gather bits of food. Wheat! Exactly. I remember baking bread from it. And pies. Sweet Betty pies. Oh, I can now dough, pastry dough and bread. Nice. Toast. Onion toast. Oh, that's good with beer. Sard. You know what? I need a beer. This is beginning to feel like a one-sided relationship. Bring me beer, and I'll tell you a lot of important stuff, like how you can get home. Questions? Yes. Can you tell me? It was rhetorical. Do I look like a magic head with answers? Well, technically, yes. Sword, you smart ass. I'll be waiting for that beer at my place. No beer, no answers. Well, luckily, I'm one step ahead of you, sir, and I brought you the beer. This is the beer you're looking for. Gosh darn it, the bush is in the way. Gosh darn it, the bush is in the way. And interestingly enough, if you see there, I'll probably just stop in a moment. There we go. That'll do. Close enough. I've now built a little stash here, and I'm getting rid of this bush because it got in my way. That's basically the sort of gardener I am. If the bush gets in my way, it's being removed. Plus, it gives me more space to build stuff, which is going to be important in the not too distant future. In the not too distant future. In the not too distant future, you're gonna need plenty of space in a garden. So we're gonna take a load of bits out. We're gonna dig as much as we can dig indeed. We're gonna dig as much as we can dig indeed. Gonna clear out all the crap, and then we can get the good stuff in. Gonna clear out the crap indeed. Oh, I need a technology for that. Bugger. I cannot clean as efficiently as I wanted to, for I lack the technology to do so. I now lack the energy to do so. So what can I do here? I have no clues. Oh, I wish I'd removed that bush first. That seems like an important bush to remove. Use a blueprint desk to access building interface and start building or removing an object in the area. Some objects will be built immediately. Some of them will need a little extra work with your hammer. This will spend time and energy. So, I've got Trunks. Have I? He's travelled through time to save us from the threat that is Cell. Furnace. Timber stockpile. Timber! Increase the yard space and a stone stockpile. Well, we don't really need a timber stockpile or a stone stockpile just yet, because we've already got one of each down the side. So really, the first priority is probably either the increased yard space, just for the sake of it, or the furnace. I would suggest the furnace would probably be our best bet to start with. And now let's pop down here into our basement. What's that sound? Ah, a creepy-looking man. Damn gate. I'll come here every night if I have to, but I'll get through eventually. Wait, what are you doing in my basement? Looks like I can remove this blockage and fortify the arch. But I will need fortification pegs, some wood, and some more metal bits. Creepy sounds in the basement, definitely probably safe. Oh, absolutely. There's no problems here. This is definitely not going to be a tragedy. Simple and tasty recipe. Okay. We'll have a look at that. I can build another trunk down here. But outside of that, very little can be accomplished. Let's have a look at this recipe thing. Is that something I can just... Yes! Baked mushrooms and a baked apple! I will have to go find myself some baked doodahs. Whetstone, yeah, simple iron parts. A story! Oh yes, that's for later times. Mug of beer. Shall we deal with... I mean, it's the daytime. We might as well go deal with Murray's mug of beer. Murray's mug of beer. Everybody loves... It's not Murray, it's Jerry. I do apologise. There you go. If you're interested, the reason why I think of him as Murray, if you're unaware, I would hope you're not unaware, to be honest, because it's a fantastic game and a fantastic character. In one of... I'm not going to admit to knowing exactly which one he turns up in first. I think it's the third one. I'm going to say the third one. Can't guarantee it. But in fact, he might actually turn up earlier than that, but as a full skeleton. And then he turns up as just the head later on in the series. But it's from Monkey Island. The skull is called Murray. I will smite you down and remove your spine. I am Murray. No, don't put me in your pocket. I am Murray. You cannot... Oh, I'm in the pocket now. But that's why I think of Jerry as Murray. And why I'm attempting to do an extremely piss-poor impression of Murray. But I can only really do Murray. And even then, it's not that good. Hey, where's my beer? Give him a beer. Task completed. That's a happy skull. Ah, what a disappointment. I think I need something stronger. Alright, you seem like a decent guy, so here's some advice. Stop running around bragging that you're from another world. You're going to head off now? That's fair enough. It is gone midnight, so we will be wrapping it up shortly anyway. But yes, good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. It's the creepiest ending you've ever had experienced in your life, I suspect. So, if you want to keep yours, just stop. Basically, don't talk about... there's one rule of graveyard keeping, and that's do not talk about the other place, the other home. Maybe he's right, he should be more careful. So, what was your question? I have some questions. How can I get back home? Easy! I'm sure you could use the portal on Witch Hill. Which hill, sorry? Is it that hill? No, Witch Hill. Yes, no, that's the question. Which hill? Which hill is it I'm supposed to be going to? Do I need to turn it on first? I obviously don't have a brain inside here, so I'm not sure where this knowledge is coming from. I've told you everything I can remember. Maybe some books from the library could help you. Wow, the church has a library in its cellar. Or maybe astrologer knows something. He's a smart man. He used to steal books from libraries when he was a kid. How can I get to the library? Obviously through the church, and I think wine cellar might be connected to the church cellar. Oh, even the morgue is connected. There's a network of tunnels down here. Net. I used to like fishing. I remember fishing. Once I caught a fish this sword. I've got no hands to show how big it was, but believe me, it was huge. I hate fishtails, and once... You know what, I think I need to go. Sure, it's nice to have legs. Don't forget to bring me some wine. Ask about this astrologer. Oh, he's so smart and very cheerful, though I don't know him personally, I think. But his wine was the best, and he was a big friend of the lighthouse keeper. They used to hang out at the lighthouse every moon time. Somewhere near, let's see. Sod it, I don't remember. All these questions are so frustrating. You're not a very good friend, you know. Well, I'm going to get you wine. I'm going to ply you with fucking alcohol as much as is humanly possible, so I'm not that bad of a friend. Faith Hill? I don't know. Where is Faith Hill? I don't immediately recognise the name Faith Hill. I might be mistaken. It might suddenly crop up and it's like, oh yeah, no, I know that place, obviously. Right. Theoretically, when I wake from slumber, it will autosave, and then we shall put it away now. I cannot tell if I'm a kingpin or a pauper, so I'm going to have to hope that I'm both. I'm a pauper. I'm so refreshed. Oh, it's much nicer without him in the graveyard. I'm so sad. Oh, I'm so lonely. I was bad when I was alive. I should have been a better person. What do you mean? We were dead, but we still deserve some respect. Oh, fine, I'll tell you, each corpse is a soul's vessel. It bears the mark of his life. Sins are red skulls and good deeds are white skulls. Even the best decorations can't make a graveyard a peaceful place when it is full of red skulls. I'm not sure that I understand what you're talking about. I'm sure you don't. You better take good care of the graveyard. I'll be watching you. I can't do anything, so I'm so sad. Boo. All human remains have their own unique special attributes. A corpse gets its red and white skulls from its body parts. You can change a corpse's red and white skull by removing organs and embalming. The main way to increase your graveyard's skull decoration count is to decorate graves with objects that have more fanciness. Each line that has both a skull and a fancy counts as one fancy skull. Lines that have a red skull never count, but you need to fill them with fancy to reach white skull lines. So basically try and get as many white skulls as you can whilst removing as many red skulls as you can. Okay, what we're going to do, because I don't want to repeat that scene, is I'm going to pop out here and I'm going to find a little bit of stuff to do, just to burn a little bit of energy. Nothing too strenuous, just want to chip away at some of this tidying up. That'll be a semi-decent use of my time, in fairness, as well. Well, you need a technology for that. Well, you don't know how to chop down this weedy little tree. I can chop down the big trees. I understand fully how to chop down big trees. If you want a big tree chopped down, I can do that for you. But this little spindly tree, no fucking clue. I don't know how to do those rotten trees. It's the rotten trees, that's the problem. Country. Oh, I see. Country singer master Tim McGraw. That's interesting. It's always fascinating, that coincidental factor. But that's the second time this week that I've encountered the name Tim McGraw. Because I don't know if anybody else watches Drawfee. D-R-A-W-F-E-E. Basically, drawing with coffee is the idea behind the name. Drawfee. But they recently did a sort of Animorphs episode. And I think that one of the celebrities they used on there was Tim McGraw. As I say, just one of those peculiar coincidences that the name's cropped up a second time. I'm so refreshed. Also, he's so saved. So we will exit to the main menu. I'll just double check there's a save file there. Yeah, slightly awkward having to go down twice, but that's fair. Sometimes you just have to. You have to go down twice. Because the first time, it just didn't take off. You didn't do it properly. Anyway, let us rearrange our windows into the end times. Way more ominous. That's something. Yeah. Well, especially over here, because at least in America, you've got an element of country singing is big. Granted, America's big as well, so not necessarily in every single part of America is country singing big, but it at least is substantial in America. So the notion of it coming up in American things is not outrageous. However, suddenly you've got this idea of this one bloke suddenly cropping up twice in a row for me, and that is a peculiar one. Well, that's surprising. Let's see. I suppose. I mean, they probably wouldn't care that much. and I don't necessarily know what they're doing, or if they're sticking around for much longer. Tell you what, that G.I. Joe Snake Eyes, and yes, unfortunately I'm being forced into watching an advert, which is always annoying, but that looks way better than it should, considering it's G.I. Joe. But, you know, it's fine. It might be worth a watch, just as a fun little action film. But that's the advert I'm watching at the moment, Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe Origins. Intriguing. I have no idea what they're doing. How fascinating. Let's see if there's anything noteworthy. I suppose let's have a look for Graveyard Keeper. Unfortunately, I do this whilst not being able to look at the chat, but still. Southeast mostly, yes. The Grand Ole Opry, home to the longest running country music variety show and whatnot, Nashville, Tennessee. Hell yeah. Well, we'd like to see a little bit of Nashville in the house. Why are you like the way you are? I don't know. But there you go. It's one of those things. I guess they'll do... Yeah, go on. We've not done them for a little while. And they're playing the Wang of many X's. Nickel City X Wang. X Wang. Nickel City. Gonna go down to the Nickel City and get myself a nickel back from the Nickel City. I'm gonna toss a nickel in the city. I'm gonna hit an X-Wing. I don't know why I'm trying to make a song out of it. It's ridiculous. Anyway, that's it. That's the end. I will be back probably Saturday. I don't know yet. But in the interim, tomorrow evening, you've got Mr. Knickerhands. He's got his knickers in. He's taken them off and he's put his knickers in somewhere else. As usual, I don't think he'd appreciate that sentiment. But nonetheless, you've got Mr. Knicker in 9 o'clock tomorrow evening. As far as I'm aware, he's playing Battle Chasers once more. There was a slight halting moment where he had to grind a bit. But nonetheless, I think he's back to playing that. As I say, I'll probably be back Saturday afternoon because we'll do something maybe, but probably not a new game just yet because I need an overlay and I haven't built it yet. We shall see what happens tomorrow as to what happens then. And then, do you know what? I'm going to have to cancel that because I'm yabbling too much. It's fine. We'll set it up again in a moment, but I need to be a little bit more sort of finished before it starts cutting me off. I think I need to try and relax at the end instead of trying to beat a time limit. Should just wait for it to go past. Anyway, yeah, so Saturday might be a arts hole where I try and build the overlay. I don't know. We shall see. Monday we'll be doing some more miniature mayhem. I don't know whether I'll get around to doing any over the weekend myself. But next on the docket for painting privilege is probably Two-Face at the moment. I'm thinking sort of Two-Face and Ra's al Ghul seem like the two next reasonably not too troublesome ones. Granted, looking at Two-Face, you do suddenly realise he's got a tiny tie that's 2 colours. And it's like, I struggled enough with Riddler's solo colour tie, let alone trying to run a single colour down there. Although, could be a good use of masking tape. That might work quite well, actually. Yeah, I have to consider that one. Hadn't thought of it prior to now, but definitely feels like it's a consideration. Anywho, that's probably going to be Monday, and then Wednesday we'll be back for some more hodgepodge, and then Thursday we'll of course be back for Builder, Dragon Quest Builders 2, and more Graveyard Keeper, where we shall keep the graveyard. Anyway, we shall now start this raid. I will then say cheerio, and then we'll do the raid, and you can enjoy some X-Wang. The Wang of the X. The X-Wang. Oh, I see, we've actually lost a person from the previous raid. Someone just went, no, I'm not. This is too much. Fuck off. I'm done. I'm not interested. But anyway, nonetheless, we shall take the people who wish to be taken. We shall take you to Nickel City X-Wang. Cheerio.